Hey guys, what's up? This is TK42155 and I'm back with another tutorial. It's been a long time, I know, and but today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a latex prosthetic or mask. And I made a clown latex prosthetic, and so here's a tutorial on how to make it. So first off, you are going to need a styrofoam head. You can buy one off Amazon from anywhere to sometimes even $8 or $9 to like $10 or $20. And if you are a man or male, you want to get the male styrofoam head. Basically, the process that you take is then you buy air dried clay, which you can pretty much get the Crayola air dried clay, and you start sculpting on your styrofoam head, and it works out better if you do have sculpting tools. And after you have your sculpt done, like the clown sculpt that I did that you can see, and I based my my clown sculpt off the Scream Team's clown, and they also sell their prosthetics. Theirs are foam latex that are sold on their website. You should check them out. They have really good prosthetics. ScreamTeam.com. They're based in Hollywood, I believe, and they're all around a pretty good company. But their clown prosthetics costed about $50, $50-$60 plus shipping and all that. That's a little out of my price range, so I went ahead and made my own. And so this is just super simple to make, and it's really easy. Anyone can do it. But the difference between just latex and foam latex is that foam latex is definitely more spongy, breathable, covers the edges up much better than just latex. But latex is just a simple, easy thing that you can do. And so that's what I went ahead and did. So after you have your sculpt done on your styrofoam head, then you just want to put just a basic coat of Vaseline over it so that the clay is slippery. And also another helpful sculpting tip when you are sculpting your clay is that if you use water on the clay, it helps mold it much better, especially if you don't have tools. It's much better and easier to do with your hands. You want to go ahead and get a paintbrush, dip it in the latex, and make sure you get some good latex. You really don't need that much latex to make a mask. I mean, I made about 3 latex prosthetics with a 16-ounce bottle of latex. And make sure, I mean, you can get most of the stuff at a Party City, but make sure if you are getting your latex from Party City that you make sure you get the right thickness, because sometimes they have really thin latex, and that's basically just for any effect where you need just stringy latex for like a fleshy look or something. Make sure you get the thicker latex, because that's easier to do coats on, so it's not pouring everywhere. Because just make sure it's very very thick, more just has a thicker substance to it. And then you want to put a lot of coats on. The problem I had at first when I was putting on my coats is that I just started putting a bunch on at once, and then I'd wait a little bit, then put a bunch on. I became very impatient, and I peeled it off, and it was very thin. It was still wet, and the mask wasn't thick enough. So you want to make sure you're patient. You put on 1 coat, wait for it to dry. So after you put on how many coats you want, and you think that it's thick enough, and just put on 1 coat, wait 10-20 minutes, it will dry, put on another coat, continually put on 10 to 20 coats depending on how thick you want it to be. And after you peel it off, it'll have a pretty good thickness. It'll be pretty nice, good thickness. And then you want to cut out the areas you want. And if you are doing a face prosthetic, make sure that if there's like a chin connected with the mouth and everything, make sure to separate everything. So, because bear in mind, we're not using foam latex where it's much more spongy and springy and just fits your face much better. We're using latex, so you have to cut out the different parts of the face and glue them on all separately so you have movement in your face, other than foam latex where you can keep everything attached. Now, after you cut everything and you glue it all on, and for glue, just go with the standard spirit gum by Ruby's. they come out with pretty good spirit gum. You can get it for about $4 from Party City. Well, when you're painting with latex, depending on the type of paint you use, anything will go fine with the paint you use. You can just use standard, Halloween makeup on your latex, and I suggest that you do that separately. If you are going to put Halloween makeup on your latex, pre-paint your latex mask before you glue it on, and then paint your skin after it's all glued on and the paint's already dried. Now, but if you're doing an airbrush, if you're using an airbrush like I did, then go ahead and just glue everything on, then go ahead and paint. And it helps a lot better too if you're airbrushing yourself. If you do have someone else do it for you, you want to get a bald cap, which those cost anywhere from like $4 to $10. And again, you can get it at Party City. Now, before you put on your face prosthetics, you want to glue down your bald cap first. Now, after you do that, then you glue on your prosthetics. Always bald cap first. Doing anything that needs a bald cap and makeup, always put your bald cap on first. Now, of course, my clown needed hair, so I bought the standard, clown afro. And what I did was I cut down the middle of the hair afro, and what I did was glue it on the sides of my bald cap so that it looked like the cul-de-sac clown look, where there's a cul-de-sac, the bald spot on top of the head. I thought that looked much better, and I glued that on. I painted my bald cap, I glued it to my head, and then I glued on my prosthetics. And also, if you are doing any type of makeup and you want to put in contacts or FX teeth, that always upgrades your makeup no matter what, especially when using putting on latex mask of any sort, always upgrades your makeup. And so basically for the contact lenses I use the standard, Manson contacts where it makes your color of your eye white and has a black ring around it. Of course, named Manson after Marilyn Manson because that's what he uses in one of his eyes. Now, for my FX teeth, I went ahead and bought the Dead Zed FX teeth, where those are pretty nice FX teeth. They're from Dental Distortion, which is, if you're going to get FX teeth, those are the brand that you want for your FX teeth. They're well painted, and they're just always a great pair of teeth. So yeah, make sure before you paint, you put on latex over your edges, and that'll hide up the edges pretty well. That was my mistake when I was putting on my clown prosthetics, because when I put on the latex, I did it when the paint was still on. I wasn't able to cover up the edges as much as I wanted to. Now, for the costume I just took a jumpsuit, sewed some patches in it, put on a big bow tie, grabbed an axe, and I was done after painting and going through everything, and my clown looks pretty good. I must say that was my first latex prosthetic I've ever done, and it turns out pretty well. Now, this is just a short, simple video on how to make latex prosthetics, and I encourage you guys to go out and do it. And if you definitely want to start in the makeup field, this is the way to go. And in further videos, I will show you guys how to make molds and start doing foam latex prosthetics, hopefully in the near future. And yeah, so just go ahead out there and just buy the stuff that I said, put it all together, make a quick and easy latex mask, and it'll go quite smooth. So thank you for watching, guys, and check out some of these pictures of my clown prosthetics and my whole costume and stuff. Check it out, guys, and hope you enjoyed watching this video. And I got some more prop tutorials coming up and many more tutorials to come. So thanks, guys, for watching, and keep doing makeup. Alright, bye.
Bye.